Hey, what's up, my fellow collectors? Jim here with another figure review, and tonight we're going to be taking a look at the DC Comics Multiverse Super Friends Batman. Very, very cool. I mean, once I saw this, it was starting to hit stores, I was definitely keeping my eye out for it, and I finally came across one today at Walmart. But regardless of the crappy articulation that DC comic or DC Multiverse has, I had to grab this one just for nostalgia reasons. I mean, I grew up a Super Friends kids, and I just love this little image we get right here because that is classic Super Friends Batman. Also, every time I see an image like that, I always think of this movie right here, which I watched a million times over and over. And before it came out on DVD, I remember just waiting for Halloween to come out because they would always play this Scooby-Doo. You would get lucky and just catch it that one day. But anyway, the packaging is basically the standard DC Comics Multiverse. It says Super Friends at the top. Got the image of Batman here, Super Friends, Batman. You got the figure in the behind the open window. Super Friends Multiverse on the side, a little bit of open window. This side, you get this awesome picture of the Batman Super Friends. On the bottom you get that, top you get that, and on the back you get this awesome image again, along with Superman, Green Lantern, and Aquaman. Now Batman was the only one that I saw, and this was the only one that was there at the Walmart I found this at. But yes, that is the packaging. Let's crack this guy open and take. Okay, so here he is all out of the packaging, along with the accessories that he comes with. One thing to note is that the back of the packaging does, kind of have this little insert that is basically like a little picture of the Hall of Justice. So that's pretty nifty. I don't know, if you would really use this or not, but and you do get the card, which is like all taped, really like bad on the back of it. So you kind of get a little mess trying to tear that off of there. But yeah, he does come with this really nice, kind of reflective card, and it's got this really cool image of Batman on it. It has this kind of crazy rainbow effect going on. In the back, it looks like, as you buy them, you can, create a Super Friends logo. He does also come with a base. It says Super Friends on it. It does have a little peg, little peg for the peg holes on the bottom of the feet. And I guess you could technically put this in here, kind of like the Adam West, TV figures that they brought out with. It came with these bases and these cards. So you do get a Batarang, which is basically just white, actually it's like a grayish white. And you do get a grappling hook, which actually even has a little string on it that you can actually kind of roll up. So that's kind of nifty. But you get a big old, bat grapple on the back, and then the gun is pretty, plain Jane. Again, in that white grayish color. A little bit of sculpting detail on there. So that's cool. But then the Batman, this is actually pretty cool. Now this is actually, I believe, a figure that we have already gotten before. I mean, I don't personally have the figure, but from what I've been hearing, we got the same exact figure, but they just kind of painted the face. But it is pretty cool. I mean, I do like the head sculpt, and I do like how they painted the black on the the head to kind of give it that old look. Really nice painted Batman symbol there. And of course we get the gray and blue suit, which does look nice. Nice belt. Coming on down to his boots, which are done, fairly nice. A little bit sloppy paint, but. And coming up to one side of the figure, get some nice cool gauntlets, cool spikes on the side. And then this is what I love. Look at this old school cape. This is like, back in the Superpowers days, the Super Friends. I have not clipped a cape on a figure like that in a very long time. So it is a pretty cool little, throwback style, using the cape like that for this figure, so I do like that. And then there's the cape and the back of the figure. So I mean, overall, like I said, we have gotten this figure before, but if you do not have that, the old version, this is definitely one to pick up, especially if you grew up in the 80s and 90s and liked the Super Friends, because it'll definitely give you that nostalgia feeling, especially with this cape. That's really cool. But as far as articulation, he will look up, actually not really at all. Won't really look down that much, but you do get, you know, rotation. The arms have a hinge and swivel. They come out about that much, swivel all the way around. You do get a bicep swivel. Single bend at the elbow, gives you almost 90 degrees. You do get a cut for an ab crunch, which brings them over about that much. Doesn't really bring them back much at all. There is a waist swivel in there. You do get those really ugly, ooh, this side's like stuck, but you do get those really ugly joints, but it does bring the leg all the way out. This side seems to be pretty stuck. Get it about that much forward, about that much back. Do have a cut right here, kind of like a lower thigh cut. Single bend at the knee. You get a hinge at the bottom, which goes about that much back, about that much forward, and that is it. It's basically just a hinge. So yeah, it's definitely you know, thrown together pretty sloppily just to, you know, put out another figure. I'm sure they knew people were just going to buy this, you know, kind of regardless. Pretty much like me, you know. I mean, I bought this regardless, just because, you know, just for that nostalgia feeling, even though it is done a little bit on the sloppy side. I mean, I can't get this one joint up there at all. But I'm not too worried about it. I'm pretty much just going to have them on the shelf in a vanilla pose anyway. So, but yeah, that's what he looks like on the card. And as far as his batarang, let me see if he can hold this. He can't really hold that very well, can he? Maybe this hand. Yeah, I guess he can hold that. Let me see about this grapple gun. So he can hold the grapple gun in either hand. So not bad at all. And as far as a measurement for this Batman, he is 6.5 inches, about to the top of his ears, you know, to the very top of his ears. As far as some comparisons, here is a standard Marvel Legends. I didn't get him off the stand. But here is a Marvel Legends. Here is another Marvel Legends, just because I kind of have them standing here. Here is a NECA 7-inch. And here's a Dragon Ball Z model kit. So that gives you a little comparison as far as what this Batman will look like on the shelf. But yeah, that's it, guys. I mean, that's the review. Tell me what you guys think. Do you like this? You know, do you not like it? Have you picked it up already? Is it hitting you in that nostalgia spot like it is me? Let me know in the comments below. Like the video if you did like it. Subscribe if you haven't. And I'll catch you guys on the next figure review. Take care.